Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's a big opportunity to speaking and standing in front of you. My name is Putri Amalia and I'm responsible for public relation of Ministry Health in Indonesia. In this presentation today, I would like to explain how to differentiate between the common cold and also the coronavirus. As you know, in this day, it's so hard to differentiate both of them, right? So if you like any question you like to ask, please leave them until the end and I will answer it one by one. My talks are divided into three parts. Firstly, it's about symptoms of the common cold. Secondly, it's about the symptoms of the coronavirus itself. Lastly, it's about how to first aid for someone who got infected by the coronavirus. And I will recap my explanation later. As you all know, there have been many cases of coronavirus in Indonesia, right? According to data that we have, there are more than 1,414 patients who just got infected by the coronavirus. Many earlier cases, it caused because of the imported cases, or just we can say the patient who just got back from abroad to Indonesia and got infected by the coronavirus. It is dangerous, right? So from that, we must know the symptoms of the coronavirus, which is the society thinks it is similar to the symptoms of the common cold, but in reality, it is a difference. Let me explain it to you. Let's begin with the symptoms of the common cold. The symptoms of the common cold is starting with a fever, but the fever is just a temporary, not above the 38 degrees Celsius. The second is often sneezing and get runny nose, and the third is often cough without a palm, and the fourth is often gag. The fifth is seldom feel like muscle ache, and the sixth is seldom to get diarrhea. Next, I would like to move on to the second part of my talk. It is about the symptoms of the coronavirus. Symptoms of the coronavirus is starting with a fever. The fever is around 38 degrees Celsius and above it. The second is often cough with abnormal rapid breathing and have a thick palm. And the third is limbs. And the fourth is we have an X in our lungs. So we can know the differences between both of them. The big differences are if we get the common cold, it is common to get a runny nose and often sneezing, but without abnormal rapid breathing. And about the fever, if we get the common cold, it's just a temporary, not above or around 38 degrees Celsius, and it's just a temporary. So from that, we can easily differentiate between the coronavirus and also the common cold. Moving to the last part, it is about how the first aid for someone who get infected by the coronavirus. According to Dr. Devina Irin Putri from Click Doctor, she said that the first thing to do when we get infected by the coronavirus is the first thing is rest well. The second is stop interacting with people around you or just we can say isolate yourself from other people. The third is drink a lot of water. It is recommended to you to drink 8 glasses per day. And next is take a fever lowering medication such as ibuprofen or paracetamol. And if the situation is more difficult, like you have very shortness of breath and often cough with a thick palm, please just go to the hospital around you to take the further medication. Well, that's bring us to the end of our section. Before I will end up my presentation, I would like to summarize from my explanation before. It is important to be aware about the symptoms both of common cold and also the coronavirus. Like I said before about the coronavirus, we must know, we must recognize if we got the fever around 38 degrees Celsius or above it. And if we often cope with a thick palm, so if usually these symptoms is comes up in 1 or 4 days from the days we got infected. So if we got infected by the coronavirus, please just keep distancing yourself from other people around you and also immediately go to the hospital near around you. So here's the conclusion. we can't take it easily if we get the symptoms and didn't want to take a further medication. It is a serious problem, ladies and gentlemen. So if you care of each other, just keep distancing yourself from other people around you. It is important to you because of what? Because if we keep distancing ourselves, isolated ourselves from other people, it can decrease the cases of the coronavirus in Indonesia. Alright? So please stay healthy, avoid the crowd, eat well, and also just follow the government policy that say stay at home or work from home. That brings us to the end of my presentation. I'd like to finish this by thanking you all for your coming here and becoming such an attentive audience. Now, if anyone has any question, feel free to ask me and I will answer them one by one. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.